So first thing we're going to do is a one leg balance. You're just going to find a solid place to stand, and then you're going to bring your left knee up to hip level, press down through your right foot, lift your ribs up as tall as you can, push your head toward the ceiling, bring your left hand to your left thigh, and just push hard. So we're going to work on strengthening your hip here, getting your core active, helping to build the stabilizing muscles in your right leg. So that right leg should be locked out. You want to push down through the ball of the foot and through the heel. And you want to get as tall as you can here. So really push your head toward the ceiling. Work on improving your posture. This is one of the main benefits of yoga, improving your posture. And we spend so much time sitting, hunched over a phone, that this is a real big problem. So work on standing up tall here. Keep pushing that hand to the thigh. Give this about 5 more seconds. Really push hard. And release. Go ahead and switch sides. So now we're going to balance on the left foot. Bring your right knee up to hip level. Make sure that you're not leaning back or bending back in this. You want to stay straight upright. So top of the head pressing toward the ceiling. Right hand driving into your right thigh. Squeeze your left thigh. You want to feel as much muscle as you can activate here. That's what you want to do. So squeezing the left thigh, getting the ankles, the thighs active. And your right leg is active as well. That's why I've got the hand here to help turn on that right hip flexor. That very important muscle that connects your lower body to your upper body. Core is going to be active. And again, getting tall, maybe feeling some stretching through the chest. Give this one more breath. Keep pressing hard into the thigh. And then release. All right, from here we're going to move into a standing bow. So this is a balance posture found in yoga, very common balance posture. You're going to stand on your right foot. You're going to bring your left foot in toward your butt and then grab the inside or the big toe side of your left foot. Notice that my bicep is facing out. I'm not grabbing like this. I'm opening up the shoulder and then grabbing. Yep. You're going to bring your right arm straight up. And this is your start position. So if you're finding this difficult, you're just going to stay right here. If you're ready to move on, you're going to push down through your right foot, push your left hand into your, push your left foot into your left hand, and then reach forward and up just about 6 inches. So notice I'm not going into this crazy depth here or trying to touch the ground. I'm just going a little forward and a little back. And the power of this pose is really coming from pressing the foot into the hand. So really pushing that left foot into the hand, turning on your thigh, turning on the quadricep, the hip flexor, and then lifting up through the chest, bringing the right arm higher, opening up the chest and the shoulder. You're going to tighten your abs here to protect your spine. And then I know Gary wants to fall here. He might not. He's good. All right, Gary, go ahead and go and relax. And then we're going to switch sides. So now left foot, bring your right foot into your groin, or sorry, toward your butt. Grab the inside of the right foot. So again, we're grabbing the big toe side with the bicep facing out. So I'm not turning my hand in, but I'm opening up the shoulder. And then reach your left arm straight up. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, kick hard into your right hand. Reach forward and up with your left hand. Now the abs, again, make sure that you're tightening your abs to protect your spine. You shouldn't feel any pain in your back here. You're going to feel opening through your right hip. You're going to feel tightness through the core, some opening through the chest, and your left leg is really going to be working to help you balance here. You should feel your glute active, your hamstring, your entire thigh active. Try to focus on a non-moving point in front of you. So just look at a particular space on the wall and just focus on that point. Keep pushing hard into the right hand. Lift up a little bit higher and give this one more breath. And then go ahead and come back to the middle and release. All right, nice job. That was a standing bow. We're gonna move into a chair pose, and this is all about glute activation. So your knees are going to be very close to one another. Big toes are going to touch. Heels about 1 inch apart. So again, heels about 1 inch apart, toes touching. You're gonna bend the knees just a little bit. Squeeze your butt together. So try to squeeze your inner thighs, your butt cheeks, and your knees toward one another. And then bring your arms out in front of you. Yep. And then bring the arms all the way up if you can. If you find that you're straining to lift your arms up all the way, or you're arching your back, overly arching your back, soften the arms a little bit. So just relax your elbows a little bit. And that's going to help you focus more on the hips instead of the shoulders. So you are going to open up the shoulders in this position, but it's more so focused on the core and the hips. So you want to really feel the glutes engaging, and you do that by pushing your hips back, not by sitting your heels, not by sitting your butt toward your heels, but pushing your butt way back and then lowering down. Keep squeezing the knees toward one another, keep squeezing the thighs toward one another, and then go ahead and stand back up. Again, that's all about the glutes. If you didn't feel it in the glutes, try again and sit back more this next time. All right. From here, we're going to move into an airplane, and this is an awesome balance for your hamstrings. So we're going to start off kind of in a lunge position, your right foot forward, your left one back, maybe about 3 or 3.5 feet, knee over your ankle and your front foot. Now, if you want the block here, the block can help you balance. So what you're going to do is put the block about a foot in front of your right foot, kind of in toward the middle, and then start with your arms along your sides so the chest is open. It's a very important concept to remember, always keeping your chest open in yoga. Take a big breath in, and then you're going to lift off the back foot, lean forward, pull your chest forward. Use your hand on that block to help stabilize. Try to lengthen your torso. Get your right hip active, so you want to feel your right glute engaged. Really point your left toes back. So reach back, extend the leg as much as you can. Pull the chest forward. You're going to feel opening up through your hamstring. You should feel your right glute engaging, and you'll definitely feel your core engaging here. Chest pulling forward and up, and then if you feel stable here, try to bring your arms along your sides into an airplane. So again, reaching your toes back, pushing hard, squeezing the right hip, trying to keep your hips squared forward. The left hip actually drops just a tiny bit, and that's going to help you square your hips. Keep pulling the sternum forward. One more breath. And then go ahead and stand all the way back up. Nice. All right, and if that was difficult without the block, keep using the block. It's much better to have proper form with support than it is to have bad form without support. So again, use the support at first, get the proper technique, and then remove it. All right, next side. Left foot forward, right one back. Starting off in kind of that lunge position. Push down through your left hip. So notice how my left hip kind of rises, or sorry, my right hip kind of rises a little bit, my left hip descends. And that's going to put the weight into my left hip and make sure my left glute is activated. And then bring your arms along your sides, palms face forward, lift your chest up. Again, big open chest. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lift off, push down through your left foot, lift your right leg, point the toes. Use that block if you want to help you get the proper technique. Again, if you're, notice that your hips are kind of opening up to the right, try to turn your right hip down a little bit, turn your left hip out, and square the hips. That's going to help you get better activation through the left glute. That's very important, and that's going to help you square your hips and ultimately balance easier. You want to pull your chest forward as you're doing this. Your hips should stay above your ankles, not behind, and then not in front, because you're going to fall over if that happens. And the weight should be evenly distributed through your foot. So you shouldn't feel it just in the toes or just in the heel, but through the whole foot. Now, if you're feeling secure here, if you've got the right leg really activated, the toes pointed, bring your arms along your sides and balance. Your goal here is to make a straight line from your toes to your head. And if that means that you're up a little bit higher, that's fine. Your goal is to eventually get to this L or this T shape with your body. But again, if you can't go that low yet, you can start up higher and then work your way lower. All right, one more breath here. And then go ahead and stand back up all the way. Nice job. So that's the airplane. That's awesome for your hamstrings and your glutes. One more balance, and then we're going to do some two-leg stuff. So this next one, starting off in the position we did at the beginning with the standing march hold. So you're going to come up onto your, or on your right foot, bring your left knee up to hip level. And then from here, keeping your legs straight. So we're not going to press the hips forward or bend the right leg. Keep the right leg straight and extend your left leg forward. And that might mean that your foot is about a foot off the ground. That's okay. The important thing here is to keep both legs straight. And you're going to work on then pointing and lifting your toes toward the sky. And don't worry about what I'm doing. Don't worry about how tall I'm getting or how tall Gary's getting. Focus on keeping the proper technique, on keeping the proper muscle engagement. So again, you're just lifting the left thigh, you're keeping the right leg straight, you're keeping your shoulders above your ankles, reaching your toes back toward your shin, pushing your head toward the sky. Arms can be along your sides or up overhead, whichever helps you balance more. But keep your arms active, make sure they're doing something. And then go ahead and release your foot down, release your arms. Nice job. All right, one more side. So you're going to bring the right knee up to hip level, push down through the left foot, lift your ribs up, push down through the left heel, through the ball of the foot. Arms are relaxed along your sides, palms face forward. Just make sure they're active. And then bring your right leg straight out. Lift your toes toward the ceiling. Squeeze your right hip. And this shouldn't be just in the quadricep, just in the thigh, on the bottom of the thigh. You should feel it also near the hip, right? So near the waist. So you want your hip flexor involved here as well. And then bring your arms up and see if you can lift your foot a little bit higher. And give this just about 10 seconds. So again, get as tall as you can, tighten your abs, lift your leg higher, keep the left leg straight. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and then slowly release down. Nice job.
Thanks for joining me for this workout today. Make sure you subscribe. We put out lots of videos like this on a very regular basis. And to get full access to all of my workouts, my programs, tutorials, and more, head to manfulyoga.com, sign up for a 7-day trial. It's just $1. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you on the next video.